another tutorial. This is winter crochet hat tutorial, and I will use just herringbone half double crochets. It's pretty simple pattern. It's the same pattern as I made winter gloves, so you can make a set if you want. And I will show you how to make a size for 6 to 10-year-old. So let's crochet. I will work with this amazing yarn called camel hair from Lanagato, and the ball is 50 grams and 125 meters, contains 60% merino wool and 40% camel hair. And I will need 2 balls of this yarn. And I will work with double yarn because I want to have my beanie very warm. But for this project you can use any other yarn. Okay, use double yarn and 6mm crochet hook. 6mm crochet hook just for the border of our beanie. So start with a slip knot and then chain 8. And if you are making bigger size, you can make chain 9 if you want, or leave it like this. It's up to you. If you are making small size, you can make less chains at the beginning. So I have chain 8, and now start in the second chain. This is second chain. Insert your hook into the second chain. Grab the yarn. Pull it through. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. And pull the left loop through the right loop. This is slip stitch. And you have to make slip stitch in each chain across. So we skipped 1 chain at the beginning. So you should make 7 slip stitches. At the end of each row, always chain 1 and turn. And now from the second row, we are going to use just back loop. So we will make 1 slip stitch into the back loop only and start in very first back loop. So this is back loop, very first back loop, and make first slip stitch. And now I'm going to make 6 slip stitches because the last 7th slip stitch will go to the stitch. Oops, I made a mistake. I used the front loop instead of the back loop, so I have to do it again. This is the right loop, the back loop. So continue working 1 slip stitch into the back loop only. You should make 6 slip stitches into the back loop only. Okay, you can see there is 1 stitch left. So how I said, I'm going to make the very last slip stitch into the stitch. So I'm using both loops. It's because I want to have nicer edge. Chain 1 and turn. And we are going to repeat the same pattern and start always in very first back loop. Make first slip stitch, then make 1 slip stitch into each back loop only, but very last slip stitch goes always into the stitch. So you have to use both loops. At the end of each row, always chain 1 and turn your work. And repeat this pattern again. So keep going until you have the desired length, and that length is the circumference of the beanie, so it's head circumference. I'm making a size for a 6 to 10-year-old child, so I need to have a beanie circumference of about 53 centimeters. So I will make the length of this strap 50 centimeters, and it will be 74 rows in total. Okay, this is how it looks like. It's very stretchy. And now we have to join both sides together. I'm going to measure it. It's 50 centimeters, but it's stretchy. So, like this, it's enough. Okay, now we have to join both sides together. I will use crochet hook and slip stitches again. And this starting tail is in the right corner, on the side closer to me, and on this side I'm going to use stitches. So now I have to pull the loop through the stitch. So on this side I will use stitches. On the other side, I'm going to use back loop only again and make one slip stitch in each stitch and back loop all the way across. And last slip stitch goes into the stitch. Okay, and now we will need 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. And you can see on the other side it's more seamless. So I'm going to flip it inside out. Okay, so use 5.5 millimeter crochet hook and chain 1, and now we are going to make 1 herringbone half double crochet into each stitch all the way around. And we will start in the first stitch here between rows, and then on the row, then 1 herringbone between rows. So I'm going to show you. First goes between rows, so into the stitch between rows. So yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch between rows, and make first herringbone half double crochet and use stitch marker because we are going to work in a round. Now I'm going to show you how to make the herringbone half double crochet slower. So yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch on the row. So here, yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch, grab the yarn, pull it through. You have 3 loops on your hook. Pull the left loop through the middle loop, yarn over and pull through both loops. This is herringbone half double crochet. And make 1 herringbone half double crochet into each stitch all the way around. You should have 74 herringbone half double crochets. And always make 1 herringbone half double crochet into the stitch on the row, then between rows. I'm at the end of the row. I'm going to make last herringbone half double crochet. Okay, and first herringbone half double crochet of next round goes into the first stitch. So we are working in a round. We will not finish the round with slip stitch, and we will not start every round with chain. So use stitch marker, mark the first stitch, and continue working one herringbone half double crochet in each stitch all the way around. And I'm going to make 12 rounds without chains, and it's 12 rounds in total. If you are making an adult size, maybe make two more rounds. Okay, and this is how it looks like. I'm going to measure it for you. Now it's about 13.5 centimeters long. And now it's time for decrease, because we want to have nice shape of the top of beanie. So now I'm going to decrease every fifth stitch all the way around. So I'm going to decrease first. So yarn over, insert your hook into the following stitch, grab the yarn, pull it through. Pull the left loop through the middle loop, yarn over again, insert your hook into the next stitch, grab the yarn, you have 4 loops on your hook, make a slip stitch and finish the herringbone half double crochet. Then make 1 herringbone half double crochet into next 4 stitches. And now you have to decrease again. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, make a slip stitch, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, grab the yarn, slip stitch, yarn over and pull it through 3 loops. So in this round, you need to decrease every 5th stitch all the way around. And at the end of the round, you should have 62 stitches. Next round will be without chains, so make 1 herringbone half double crochet in each stitch all the way around. And now in next round, I'm going to decrease again. So I'm going to decrease at the beginning. And in this round, you have to decrease every 4th stitch all the way around. So I have decreased. And now in the next 3 stitches, make 1 herringbone half double crochet. 1. I have 2 and 3, and then decrease again. So continue working like this and then meet me back again. Okay, in next round we will make just 1 herringbone half double crochet in each stitch around, so it will be round without chains. In next round we have to decrease every third stitch around. So decrease at the beginning, mark the first stitch because you need to know where is the beginning of the round, and then make one herringbone half double crochet in next two stitches. I have 1 and 2, and then decrease again. So in this round you need to decrease every third stitch all the way around. At the end of this round you should have 38 stitches. And next round will be without change, so make one herringbone half double crochet in each stitch all the way around. Now it's getting right shape and we need to decrease next round. So in the next round decrease every second stitch. I have decreased and now one herringbone half double crochet. Then decrease again. So continue working like this all the way around. And you can pause the video and then meet me back again at the end of this round. Okay, now it will not be round without change. Now we are going to decrease every stitch. So you should decrease 13 times. Okay, and now just cut the yarn and keep the tail longer. Use yarn needle, and now we are going to make a few stitches around. And I'm going to use just front loop and make a stitch from outside to inside and from inside to outside. Now you can pull the tail and you need to make a few stitches in the same direction. And now I'm going to make a few stitches also on the other side, on the wrong side, and you have to make stitches in the same direction. Okay, it's enough. And now I'm going to make a simple knot. I can cut the yarn and that's all. And last step is you have to weave all tails inside a beanie. Okay, and that's all. And if you want, you can use 2 pom-poms or 1 pom-pom. It depends up to you. And I thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely day and see you soon.